People call me self-centered, but that's enough about them. Welcome to Shave&Butcher. I continue the European Artisan week. Third soap out is the Swedish witch. The whiskers will be decapitated by... Do they have heads? No, they don't. But it's in any event, this little thing, it's an Erik Anton Berg Swedish razor, 1 full inch and full hollow. Crazy razor. What will they come up with next? Brush is the famous, infamous Frank Strömberg Design Institute and Matti Lindholm Shaving Supplies collaboration. So this is an oak handled brush turned by Matti with a smoke or mega bore brush thingy. Alright, I'm going to continue Swedish, the magic made by Thayers. Not a lot of people know this is Swedish, but it actually is. As is Creed Himalaya, also Swedish stuff. So it's an all Swedish shave today. Pretty cool. Oh, I got post today. Used soaps. I prefer buying used soaps. This one is Talbot Shaving. Buttery Brook. I haven't tried it because I just got it and it's European week. Quite nice. A little bit weird, but quite nice. And another old soap. But I've never tried Holy Cow. So I wanted to do that because why not? Donkey milk, cocoa and butter, stuff like that. This is Fougère Bouquet and it smells beautifully. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun some other week. But enough about that. Not a lot left of this one. I don't. I've had nice Swedish witch, soap containers. She stopped doing them, by the way, because she doesn't want to do plastic. But I gave all of them away, so I keep them in this. This was used for screws or something. So I just have the sticker on. It's ugly. I apologize. Just loading the brush. It's not a soft soap. It's reasonably wet. Soft. So I'm not blooming it. I don't bloom any soaps really. I have on occasion in the past, but I find you don't really need it, even with hard soaps like the Mitchell's Woolfat. I don't find any improvement by blooming. You can, of course, but in terms of softening the surface of the soap so that you can get enough soap on it, you really don't need that. You may save a minute in loading, but if you do stuff, if you're a traditional wet shaver and you do stuff to save time, you're in the wrong sport, matey. It's a pirate. It's a pirate. Who talks like that? There are people in the UK or in England. Or is it Wales? I think England, who talk like pirates. In the West somewhere. That's why I thought about Wales. Is it like Torquay or something? Where Mark lives, but Mark is from the north, I believe. He's not from Torquay. Pirates? What is it? Who talks like pirates? Someone does. So loaded up, added a bit of moisture, and then just going at it like a pig in a hole. Or other English expressions. Happy as Larry. Who the hell's Larry? Have we talked about this? It sort of might be North English expressions, because I have a friend who uses them all the time. He grew up. He was born in Leeds, Salford, and then he spent a lot of time in Yorkshire as well. And then he left the UK 1990 or something. So he speaks like old English, and miss him. I haven't talked to him in a year for reasons we shall not discuss here. But he, loads of expressions. It's funny. I understand none of them. It's like, what's a can't think, it's a crazy expression. No one knows why it's called that. But happy as a pig in shit. I get that. I don't even know if that's specifically English. Another country or language with interesting expressions is Italians. And they love to translate word by word their crazy shit expressions, who I'm sure make perfect sense in Italian, straight into English, and I obviously can't remember any, and they make no sense. So how did it go? Well, the cat sings like a scoundrel in the morning, walking over the square. What? Okay. So what do you think? Should we do it? The old lady sings beyond shades of grey. I'm making stuff up now. They are crazy people. They have very funny. There's a lot of cats, isn't it? A lot of cats. A lot of. It's like something like chicken. I don't know. So I'm sure every language has some crazy expressions like that. So Sara, who is the Swedish witch, makes usually two soup bases. One is without meat, and one is this one, which has lanolin in it and lard. And it actually says lard on it. There's no sugar coating. So from time to time you see the Swedish witch soap. I'm making a bit of a mess of it, I can see. And then nothing. And then people try to reach Sara, and she's hard to reach, and she doesn't have a web shop. She keeps saying she's gonna make one, but she's elusive. And it's not on purpose to be mysterious, it's just who she is, I think. I've met her, and she's a great lady. Quite young and blonde, like all the soap makers. The 4 Swedish soap makers that I've met are all nice, young blonde women. Welcome to Sweden. So let's see if that's peaky. Qu'est-ce que vous en pensez de ça? Pas mal, hein? Pas mal, nicht schlecht. So we're going to go with that. Some people think the Swedish witch makes the best soaps in the world. Some do. Chris Maiden from Another Cut Above YouTube channel. It's a pretty big channel, so you should know about it. If you don't, check him out. Another Cut Above. He's one of the soap nerds. So he would spend 10 minutes lathering a soap. This is freshly honed by Niklas Gudmundsson. Holy moly. Can you see that? The soap was up to here, and it fell off. I didn't do anything, just gravity. And there's not even residual lather. Well, there is a little bit down here because of capilla, whatever it's called. But can you believe that? Can you believe the lather on that? So a year ago or two, Chris, another Katibal, who's Scottish. He's from, I don't know where he's from. Glasgow, I guess. Well, no, not necessarily. He's a Celtic man, a bit. Well, you have to be Celtic, or he's a Manchester United fan, which I don't know. People are Swedes too. I don't know why. But anyway, he lives with his Yorkshire wife in somewhere in Australia, in the west. Yeah, I think. I don't know why. I haven't asked. But anyway, he reached out before we knew each other really well. We've been commenting a bit on each other's videos, and he said, "Well, are there any good Swedish soaps? You know, I'll send you some Australian from here." And I said, "Well, there are a few." And then so I sent him Grön Lycka, which could have appeared this week. It won't. Just like I'm not going to use Matti's soap. Not because it's not really good, but because I've shaved with it, everybody shaves with it, you see it all the time. But Matti Lindahl makes a kick-ass soap, which, you know, if you know, you know. Have I ever, look, I didn't even try very hard, did I? So I sent him Grön Lycka from Carina, and he loved that. He really enjoyed that. The soap base and the scent. I sent him Troll, and then I wanted to get a Swedish witch soap as well, but I only had mine, and I didn't want to. I wanted to send him a new one, and there were none available. So I had to convince Sara for a few days to make a new batch, because she didn't have any. So she made some new ones, which I sent. I can't remember which. I think I sent the lard and lanolin based soap to Chris, and he had to keep it for a few weeks. I sent him one and Martin at YMMV Shaves. They were both annoyed because, it has to cure for 3-4 weeks with an open lid. So after they received it, and that was pretty annoying. And I didn't do it on purpose. I was accused of being cruel on purpose. Not at all. I made a big effort to get a batch made, okay? And Chris loved it. I think Martin liked it too, but Chris loved it. He's very passionate. He loves things or hate things. It's one of the great things with his videos, because he can be so damn angry. What am I doing? Or so in love with the soap eraser. It's just great to watch. So he named it the best soap he's ever tried. Maybe something else has come across now, but that was his best soap of 2019 and the best soap base ever. Can you imagine? And he knows what he's talking about. Because he's a soap nerd and he analyzes and tries, tries different ways of lathering, different brushes, and really is quite scientific about it. And he said it was the best in the world. So, you know, it ain't bad if he says that, that's for sure. So this, I'm very happy to have a small piece, because you never know if Sara's going to make any more. I sent her the video where Chris says this, and he's you know, reasonably big channel, and she said, "Oh, I'm so happy, that's great." And I said, "Well, okay, so are you gonna quit your day job and finally be a soap maker?" Because obviously she makes much more than shaving soap. And she's like, "Nah, I don't know." No greed in that woman. But if you've tried the soap, I think you agree. I haven't heard anyone who thinks it's a bad soap. Not everyone is as ecstatic as Chris, but it's phenomenal soap. Both the vegan and the lard based. It's fantastic. It really is. It's beautiful leather. It's soft, it's creamy. It's slick, obviously. No, the scents are not strong, because she only uses essential oils for scent. This is, I don't even know if she attempted to put a scent on it. If she did, it's very mild. She has a rosemary and a peppery and a few things. What a razor. What a razor. It's not even a very pretty one. It's just a bit too big, but it's one of those where it doesn't feel big because it shaves so well. That's a spot pimple. There's nothing wrong with the shaving skills. So scent-wise, as I said, nothing spectacular and not very strong. So this is a soap you want to try out because, yeah, quite possibly might be the best in the world. Marian the Barbarian has a few, or have had a few, or have I dreamt that? I know they talked because I put them in touch with each other. If you ever get a chance to try one, try it. So yeah, Sara, if you're watching, I'll send you a link so you do watch. You've made an impression in the world of wet shaving, and I'm not going to tell you to quit your job again and go big. Tired of that. You do whatever you want to. Kind of cool if you stop making soap as well, like the Sex Pistols. Boom. No, don't stop making soap. Please continue, but no one should tell you what to do or push you. We just love your product, love your soap. So that's that. Absolutely marvelous. And I've never had a bad lather, so it's not a complicated soap to lather. And you can have a little bit of water or quite a lot of water. You get a good lather anyway, depending on what you like. There's no small sweet spot of water and how long you work it and so forth. It's easy. Like a good soap should be, really. It shouldn't be hard to get a lather, I think. And post shave on this lard based anyway, the vegan, I can't remember. I don't focus very much on that. I usually put a balm on after a while. The post feeling on this is very much like Mitchell's wool fat, I'd say. And I know there are quite a few of you who have this soap out there, and you take it for granted, and you shouldn't. If you haven't used it in a while, pull it out tonight or tomorrow and try it. Take it for a spin. Especially if you haven't used the soap in a while. You've tried different things and you've got your favorites. Then maybe go back to something that you haven't tried in a while and see if your impression has changed. This is just spectacular. I mean, I agree with Chris. To my understanding, being less of a soap nerd, quite possibly the best soap I've ever tried. I mean, I love my Martin de Combre and Mitchell's wool fat, but this is, wow. Gonna rinse cold, bear with me. And I did a good job shaving today. Very clean, pretty much. I mean, there are a few areas here where I with the razor, with the straight razor, I don't know, only Frank Stromberg can get a BBS on that kind of growth. But apart from that, that was a perfect shave. So a bit of Thayer's. Thayer's feels right. Thayer's is the post-shave product that messes the least with, I think, with whatever the soap did to your face. Just seals the deal. And when you've had a soap like that, you really don't want to mess things up. You want to keep it like it is. I might not even put a balm on, or I might. It's been minus degrees and snow, so my skin is pretty dry, but right now it feels fantastic. It really does. Banged up old sticker, but that's the Swedish Witch, the large soap. We'll be back tomorrow, I hope, with something new. Oh yeah, I know what I'm doing tomorrow. Should be good. Thank you. Thanks for watching. See you soon, and stay sharp.